This movie is without a doubt even better than the first film.
Agreed. This was an amazing follow-up to the first movie.
I definitely like that in this film we get to see more of Chucky in action, unlike the first film where we don't get to see him come to life until the second half of the film. But in this film, we get to see more of him. Definitely worth every second of watching. Okay, so, at some point after the ending of the first film, Mike Norris unfortunately got fired from his job after the incident with Chucky, and Andy's mother, Karen, is recovering, at least according to what I've heard. So for those reasons, Andy was taken to foster care. Then he was taken to a new home, sort of, with a different family. But not a very good one, though.
Meanwhile, Chucky is now rebuilt, and because of that, he came back from the dead. And he is still attempting to complete his goal. Find Andy and switch bodies with him before it's too late.
And we all know what happens if he doesn't succeed, because we saw the first film. If he doesn't succeed, he'll be trapped in the body of a doll forever. And towards the ending of the film, we all thought that he was going to successfully complete his goal. But guess what? It was too late. And now he's trapped in the body of a doll forever. Uh-huh. Now Chucky's main goal is to kill Andy. But luckily, Andy had help. Speaking of which, I do like the new character, Kyle, a teenage girl who is also a foster kid. She's probably the only one of the new characters who is actually likable. And she's also a character I can feel bad for, because she never had a mother who actually loved her. Not even her real mother loved her. And her dad left her. And that's her backstory of becoming a foster kid. And she's been with so many different foster families. It's like she's been a foster kid her whole life. Almost. Definitely an example of a relatable character. Now, when it comes to Andy and Kyle's foster parents, Joanne and Phil, Joanne was okay. She was an okay mother figure to Andy. But Phil, however, he was a little unlikable, in my opinion. Not as unlikable as Andy's school teacher, Miss Kettlewell. She was a bad teacher. Yeah, especially after she immediately blamed Andy for something that he didn't write on his exam. Those insulting words. Like, we all know that Chucky was the one who did it, but seriously, teacher, maybe you should know that there could have been anybody else who wrote that on his paper trying to frame him. Maybe she should have asked Andy if he actually did it or not, before assuming that he actually did it. Yeah, I mean, that's what a better teacher would have done.
You gotta admit, though, she had a pretty satisfying death scene.
Yeah, she kinda had it coming, to be fair. I also found Phil's death scene to be pretty brutal as well. When Chucky tripped him down the stairs and caused him to break his neck.
That was way too hard to look at.
I also love that the final battle takes place in the Good Guy Toy Factory. That was a pretty fun addition to the film.
And we also get to see how a good guy doll is created, which is interesting.
And I also have a big feeling that this movie is a pretty good end to the franchise, because after Chucky now officially became a human in a doll's body, his head got blown up, so there's honestly no way that he could have come back from that. I mean, him coming back for this sequel makes sense, because in the first film he wasn't fully human yet, and his head was still somewhat intact, so he could have come back at any time. So how can Chucky come back from the dead after what happened at the end of this movie? Hopefully in the third film they will explain that. Anyways, I think that'll be it for the review. I'm gonna rate this movie a 10 out of 10. And now, let's find out what movie we're gonna review next.
The next movie we'll be reviewing is...
Terminator 2: Judgment Day.
Yes, the best movie in the franchise.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please leave a like. But if you like this channel, please subscribe. See you next time.